Hello and welcome or welcome back to the channel. Actually having a rare moment of sunshine at the moment in this room, so hopefully you can still see what is going on. I have received a couple of items very kindly from Ohuhu. We've got this Ohuhu sketchbook and what I'm sure a lot of you have seen by now, which is the Ohuhu Halawa 72 pack of pencils. So this is just an unboxing, first impressions and my thoughts on the pencils. I have done a page with them and I will show you that, and I will just kind of go through what I think of them and, you know, show you the pencils just in case you haven't seen them already. Of course, I am just an amateur hobbyist and I am coming at this kind of review from that angle. I'm not an artist, I'm not trained, I just like to draw and colour with pencils. They did send me this sketchbook. Didn't know I was going to be getting this. So this is the Ohuhu sketchbook, acid free, eco-friendly, erases clearly, it's for use with dry medias. It says it's 55% bamboo fibre and tear resistant. It is supporting responsible forestry, which is good, the FSC. You get 100 sheets at £79, 110 gram. It's 9 inches or 230 millimeters by 12 inches or 305 millimeters. Not gram, GSM, sorry. Which of course is the thickness of your paperweight. So it's paper, it's not card. It's got a nice rough texture to it. I would imagine it'll work well with pencils. Or that texture. Maybe. I'm not sure about your alcohol markers. That paper's going to soak it right in, I think. So yeah, more like it's more of a pencil pad, I reckon. It's nice. It's got quite a lot of paper. Look at that bad boy. It's pretty thick. And it's kind of a very slightly off-white. It's almost got that ivory cast to it that makes for a really nice paper. It's big, it's beefy, it's a top binding, which for those left-handers of us, we do appreciate. And to be honest, even a right-hander, you know, backside of the paper, it's nice to just be able to flick your book. It's got one of those really nice, thick cardboard pieces so that you've got a bit of something to lean on when you're drawing and sketching, and a really nice thick top binding. It has a perforation line here, so let's see, they are perforated pages, so they should just pop out there nice and cleanly. Beautiful, love that. It did come in a little cardboard box. That is the sketchbook. And then we have the thing we're here to see. So my Ohuhu, I did keep the packaging so you guys can see how it comes. Obviously prices are forever changing. I'm not going to link prices to things, but I will pop the link to the Amazon UK and Amazon USA websites below for the Ohuhu Halawa. I am an affiliate, so I do get a little bit of commission with no charge to you guys, and to be honest, if you use my links, it really does help me out. Just a little bit. It came really nicely filled, full of bubble wrap, had edges to it, and quite a thick, sturdy cardboard box. So these guys are not messing around. They try and make sure that those pencils are arriving to you in one piece. So they do say that they're oil-based coloured pencils. Obviously, gotta be careful, lost in translation sometimes, but all oil-based really means is more oil than wax. And they do say that they're made in Vietnam. Nice little case, nice bit of artwork. It says that they are light, fast and waterproof. I don't know a whole lot about light fast rating on these, so cannot speak to that. Richly saturated pigment, soft and thick lead. It's an eco-friendly natural basswood, which is great, easily blending and colouring for artists. And if you flick it over, you got the cute little Ohuhu guy. Love me a cute little logo. Again, oil-based colored pencils, pack of 72. It's got the numbers on the back there. It says that it conforms to the ESTM D423-6. 6, which is essentially a health and safety code, you know, for ingredients. What it means is that if there is any nasties, they have to have written it down somewhere, as far as I'm aware, in the labelling. So obviously, you know, some art supplies, they can contain certain chemicals, certain items, as can many of the things that we use. It's good to be aware of these kind of things and understand what you're using. You know, don't stick your pencils in your mouth. And as far as I'm aware, all that means is that they do need to put somewhere if it does have anything in it that it shouldn't. This has just got a little bit of information about the features. It says they're light fast, but doesn't give any info on that. Tips. These pencils use an ultra soft lead, so slight chipping during drawing is normal, and if you encounter any issues after receiving the product, please feel free to contact us. So hopefully that customer service will sort that out as soon as possible for you. This does say aged 14 and over for these pencils. Unusual age to choose. So yeah, don't know why. I have swatched these out for you guys and I have used them. Like I said, I will show you the page that I've used them on. We have our swatch card that comes in the box itself. It's just contained on this little card. Not bad, it's just like a little cardstock, a little bit smooth. I would suggest, as always, as everyone does, you know, swatching them out on whatever you prefer to draw. If you're a digital artist and you not digital, what am I saying? If you like to print, well, yeah, I know what I meant. If you like to print onto you know, from a PDF onto your own cardstock, it's a good idea to swatch on the same cardstock. So there are 72 range, and to be honest, I mean, the colours seem pretty good. You've got your light yellows, they go into the oranges. Your reds are a little bit of a pinky red, except for this one. This one's kind of a nice red. Got some light pinks, some light purples, couple of proper purples. This is very nice, this blue violet, kind of a royal purple. Some light blues into a dark blue. You've got your kind of more teal colours there, and then your greens. This one's pulling quite fluorescent on in real life. A couple of nice different tones of green. Do like the couple of earthy greens that you've got. It's nice to see in a more budget set. Beautiful browns. Love this Van Dyke brown. Love it when they chuck a Van Dyke brown in there. Then you've got these like really light flesh tones that they've added. So we've got a light blush, beauty bush. Okay. Did they mean it to say that? Beauty bush? Is that beauty blush? Not sure. Light flesh, English rose, ivory, mongoose, a French grey, and a silver fish. They do have some really nice greys in here, quite warm. And of course the usual black and gold, not black and gold, gold and silver that I don't really use, but obviously that's personal preference. Maybe you love a gold and silver, and they have a pretty sheen to them. You know, not something I'd colour with. Prefer to make my own. I don't believe I swatched the white, but I'm sure you can see why. There's your swatch. They come in this hinged lid tin. I did quite like this. Draw, feel, empower. Love that. Gonna go for a slogan. Go hard. We then have 2 trays of pencils. They did have this little bit of foam wrapped over the edge, which is nice. Add a little bit of protection. They're just your standard little plastic tray sheets. And then pencil wise, they are actually quite a nice thick lead to these. Let's see if I can get it to do what I want. Obviously it is a cap 10, so can't tell much from there, but they're a coloured barrel, always quite nice. They do say on just here, each one conforms to ASTMD 4236. There you go. And then on the end we have their colour name. Are you going to do it? and number Foliage Green 69. That pencil was completely picked out by random. I didn't know that. I do love how the colour number is right at the end. It's the last bit you're going to use. It's a gold metallic, but it is also slightly pressed in, so hopefully it'll last a little minute. It's not rubbing off straight away, so that's nice to see. They're a little bit chunky feeling, and they do have that nice lead to them, so do feel nice in the hand. They're a budget pencil, and you know, you can tell they're a budget pencil, but they do actually lay down real nice for a budget pencil. Are they as cheap as Brute Funa and Amazon Basics? No, they're not. They're definitely more sitting along the lines of Artex, Castle Art, Arteza, that kind of thing. If I had to place them, I prefer them a billion times to the Castle Art. They're not my favourite. They remind me kind of the Amazon Basics, but just a nicer, chunkier pencil, but that kind of lead. And yeah, I mean, they're nice. Will I use them? Yes. Am I going to get a pencil case for them? Yes. Am I happy to have them? Yes. I would definitely recommend these if you know, if they're in a sale. I would grab these, no problem. These were, as I said, sent to me by the company. It's not sponsored. You get my honest opinion. They're not paying me. They just sent me some pencils. So, you know, these are not available open stock because obviously they are a budget package pencil. You know, like I say, they're a nice pencil. They came well packaged. They look nice. They work well. The colours are good. The colour range is okay. The barrels match the pencils quite well. I was quite impressed by that. That's one of those things where that's real hit and miss in the cheaper pencil types. They're a medium firmness. They do layer up and create new colours, which is nice. They are slightly more transparent, so they probably are more oil to wax ratio, because that's the kind of thing that you kind of get in that sort of pencil type. But yeah, so finally the pages I've done, I've just realised I need to grab my other book. I do like to, you know, have a proper go, see what we can get from things, see what we're going to be able to achieve. So I do have this amazing book. This was sent to me by a beautiful viewer, Colouring with Your Octopus by Brian Kessinger. Very fun, and it came up in my colouring plans last quarter. I haven't coloured in this before, so really fun. I thought it's a nice paper, you know, give them their best chance. And wow, can we get out of this? Like, it looks like a blind, but it's not. It's just my window. Let's do that. And this was really fun to do. All the pinky purple is not, that was done in Chromaflow, and then I switched when I got these pencils to try. So all the octopus is the I've forgotten the name now. Ohuhu Halawa, not sure. As is the blue, the brown, the hair. That's all done in those pencils, and they were nice to work with. It was fun. I enjoyed the page. You know, I didn't halfway through thinking, oh my god, let this be over. And I actually love how this guy turned out. Really fun. And then I did also, not sure how much this is going to show off, but I did do this page as well, and I know it's really hard to tell, but essentially I just picked some really light pinky purple tones to lay down colour in the flower before I outlined it in white. So probably not the best like case to show, but obviously you can see that you can get some real nice subtle pale tones with them. And did I? And again with this one, the pinky purple is not, that's the Chromaflow, but the purple centres are done with the Ohuhu. Rather like how that came out as well. And yeah, I mean, you know, I find they did what I wanted. They did it well, they did it easily. Like I say, they're more of a medium pencil, so they're not super soft, they're not super hard. Because they do seem to have that little bit more oil, you do need to build up some layers. So these probably aren't going to translate like beautifully well on a cheap Amazon based paper. That tends to be when people, you know, when they're like, oh, I use that pencil, I immediately didn't like it. Oil-based pencils on the Amazon paper, it's a real struggle. It's not what they're really made for, because you're supposed to add some layers, and anybody who's worked with the Amazon paper knows you're not getting any layers out of that. So yeah, super fun. Do you think I'm octopus? Does he look cool or what? Love that. First page done, super happy. First 2 pages done in my Flowerscape, also super happy. So I hope this was useful, guys. Hope it answered a few questions. Like I say, you know, the Ohuhu Halawa 72 base pencil set. The only thing I will say, actually, as a con, this pencil. This one. I sharpen all my pencils before swatching, because, you know, they all do come with a coating that's going to make them not perform very well otherwise, and it's not real fair. And this sharpened all the way down to here, and it was just this one pencil. And I did contact Ohuhu about it, and they said, obviously, you know, normally for a customer, just contact them. I think it is a little bit of a known issue that they're having with this one colour. It's the dark jade green 334, and yeah, in fairness, you know, how much pencil did I lose? Let's see. On mine I got to about here, and this is now, it seems to be all one piece. Until then it was just crumble. But it does just seem to, hopefully, will have, ooh, maybe not, fix the issue now, be able to get, you know, use out of this pencil. But yeah, you can see it's kind of like just losing its end, but not in a soft way, just in a pieces coming off kind of way. That makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Makes sense to me. So as I was saying, guys, if you have any questions, you know, pop them in the comments down below. Always happy to answer whatever I can. And that is the Ohuhu Halawa 72 set. Like I said, pop in the description box down below for the Ohuhu site and Amazon, where I've seen them on. And until the next time, thanks for watching.